Our overall plan with it around the country to get as many people as possible who've got all sorts of different disabilities and get them together with target shooting and show that this is a sport that they really can have a go at. Target shooting really is the sport, I think, above all other mainstream sports, which is accessible because we don't have terribly rigid rules about what you have to do in order to take part. The sport as a whole is prepared to have the flexibility to allow people who cannot shoot in the sort of conventional method to have a thing called a dispensation, and then they're allowed to modify their equipment or their technique or whatever so that they can take part, and so it becomes a fully integrated sport.
I think that's quite normal for first time. That is good. That's all right.
We actually went out and did an audit with all the clubs across the county, and we found out that we'd only got something like 1% of the membership had a disability. Liz Woodall, who is the National Disability Officer, had formed a national disability project, so we just went into that and thought, right, we'll drive it on in Lincolnshire, and it looks like it's going to be another first for Lincolnshire because I think this is probably the largest disabled shooting project outside of Stoke Mandeville and the Paralympics.
As a young person, most younger males like, action and guns, so I thought it would be the right decision, and I am trying to be more accurate.
Which of the black spots have you shot at so far?
The middle, and I think now that was the top left. I quite like the rifle and the pistol, and I did better at the pistol, I would think.
Are you going to number 5?
It's just pushing all the right buttons. There's been some surveys done recently by organisations trying to find out what their members would like to do. And when they actually put shooting on the list, it comes out top. And they're surprised because they think, well, hang on a minute, shooting's a minority activity, isn't it? And we think that this is basically the fact that when shooting's offered and people know it's a real option and that there's an opportunity to do it, they're mad keen to have a go. But the reason we haven't actually got people queuing around the block everywhere to do it is because we've had too low a profile.
The little tune that's on there was the symbol of the Paralympic Games in 1988.
International shooting, I started that in 1986 and I retired in 2007. I've been to 4 Paralympic Games in that period, and I've been a Paralympic silver medalist. I'm also a world champion twice and a European champion quite a few times. It's just to let people know that irrespective of what disability you've got, there is a way of shooting, whether it's this style of shooting or some other style of shooting. But it's just to prove to people that it's a sport that takes a lot of concentration, but not a lot of physical effort.
Quite encouraging to see shooters, people coming along, I should say, who've never shot in their life before, and we've had one lady, and she just got
almost as good as me.
And she just got slowly better and better and nearly beat you.
It was quite easy and very friendly.
Yep, a friendly bunch. We joined here in January after going to the university.
It's a very good place for the shooting at the university.
I think as beginners we're doing rifle sitting down with the rest, and maybe in a year's time or when the season finishes we'll go to maybe standing up or without the rest.
Is it something you think you'll carry on with and stick as a hobby?
Obviously.
It's completely accessible. We've got 3 disabled in the club. We've got about 5 females in the club, and we've got about 8 or 9 minors below the age of 15. In general, anybody who comes in, shoot, we have no objection.
We had been looking to join a club, but with going to Lincoln University, obviously it introduced us to club members and then brought us in, and you're learning to shoot again, aren't you? Yeah. He's absolutely loving it. Yeah.
Well, we basically start with an air rifle, and we shoot then, when we go on to the proper bullets, we shoot anything from .22 right up to, we're actually qualified to shoot a 50 calibre rifle.
What sort of shooting is it you do? Is it just target shooting, or do you have a range?
This is mainly target shooting, but we do have people here who use the range to zero their rifles before they go off hunting, deer stalking, that kind of thing. We've got members that have permission to shoot on land, so they can rabbit, foxes, that kind of thing. But the majority actually are target shooters.
And if someone just decided they wanted to get involved, how easy is it to get involved here?
Dead easy. Basically, we've got a website. We're Reepham Shooting Centre. Contact the secretary, make an arrangement to come one Saturday. We'll give you a safety sort of talk and everything, a tour of the range. You can come at the end of the month, that's Visitors' Day. We need details a week before, but you've got to know a full member to be able to do that.
How did you get into shooting?
I had absolutely no intention of shooting, absolutely terrified of guns or weapons, that kind of thing. I decided to treat my husband for a birthday present. He shot, and then I got bullied and bullied and bullied, and in the end I went right then, I'll have a go, you know, and I hit the target. And because I hit the target, suddenly, like, it was
a bit of a thrill out of it.
Bit of a thrill, and I was hooked.